about something called Basheetka, which I thought about a couple of days ago. Please don't take this too seriously. So it all started with a paper that someone introduced me to towards the end of last year. It was about describing the essence of build systems. It's actually quite an interesting paper. And there's Simon Peyton-Jones, you might know, and from Cambridge, of Haskell fame as well, as part of this paper. But there are some quotes from this paper which I loved. Build systems are awesome, terrifying, and unloved. Make, shake, basil, buck, nix, and excel. It mentions as a build system. It says this, Excel is a build system in disguise. And I was thinking, what do you mean Excel is a build system? And so it got me thinking, if a spreadsheet is like make, then actually can make be made into a spreadsheet. So I thought, I sort of noodled on, what makes up a spreadsheet really? And you think about it, it's quite simple. There's the interface part, the input and the presentation piece. There's the formulae, you need some formats or some language for the formula and something to evaluate the formulae. And then ultimately there's a build system, or actually more accurately, I think, a task runner to calculate all the cell dependencies. So as you might imagine, I went away, and in my organisation we don't use Clojure, and I cobbled these things together using BC, if you've not used it, the venerable old calculator on Unix. A make I used, obviously. In fact, I used just because I don't enjoy pain. I sewed it all together with Python and used just a CSV file as the interface. And so we had this Frankenstein monster of something which worked quite well, but it was a bit clunky. And so that got me thinking again, and you can tell where this is going, right? What if I use something that can tie all of that together? Something that can do the calculations, that's something that has a formula language in terms of S expressions, something that's a task runner, and something that can sew it all together as a programming language. And that's where Basheetka came from. This is only a couple of days ago, so here we go. So let me try and do a quick demo. So Basheetka is pretty straightforward. Can you see that at the back? It's not particularly big. It's a single file, the Babashka file. And so to kick things off, you call init, and it creates a bb.eden. And if I look inside the bb.eden, there's nothing there yet. Why? Because the spreadsheet is empty. But it's just got an input, a task there to help you create the spreadsheet. So this is the spreadsheet, by the way. There is nothing else. But let's do this sensibly and create a spreadsheet. Right, so is this going to work? I don't want this one yet. I want this one. There we go. So here's my empty spreadsheet. And I want to use, Gordon Bennett, I want to use this as my interface. And you can see here there's A1, B1, C1. Let's put some numbers in there. 3, 4, and of course I'm going to use S expressions, not the usual formula language. And so let's make that one A1 plus B1, and make this one, I don't know, A2, and B1 as well. And B1 as well. There we go. That's the spreadsheet. Let me save it, and I'm going to close it. And all I do is BB import, BB import my sheet, and guess what it does? It updates the bb.eden file in place. Awful, I know, but here we go. And there is the spreadsheet. It has everything you need. Forget the import and export, but you have all my cells there. A1, B1, which you said were 3 and 4. A1, B1, all the rest of it. But here's the critical bit. It's the depends. And it's calculated all the dependencies. And so how do I use the spreadsheet? Well, I want to see what the value really of a B2 is. So, there we go. If I go BB, and I want to print the value of B2, it tells me the value of B2, which is 11. So there's my spreadsheet. But there's more. So the interface there is not great, sorry. But having to go through all of that, so I want to export it to a CSV file, and if I go SOffice out, and you can see that my CSV file has all the values in it fully calculated, as you'd expect. But there's more if I've just got a second. This is the best bit, this is the best bit. I'm going to go into Vim here. What if I do cyclic dependencies and have this one actually depend on, where's that, an A2, have this one depend on B2 here. So I've got a cyclic dependency. How am I going to see what happens here? Well, let's do an import, and then let's have a look at my b.eden, and you hopefully will see, yes, CIJ Kondo to the rescue. Let's go down here, and there we go, cyclic dependencies. So I know my spreadsheet's invalid. And that's it, that's Basheetka.